World Darts Championship, Saturday predictions, odds, betting tips, accas, order of play and TV times. There and #X27 S6 more third round games at the PDC World Darts Championship today, and our preview includes the order of play, match by match predictions, Sky Bet odds and a suggested acca. Defending champion Rob Cross returns to the oche for the first time since opening night, which seems a distant memory now, while James Wade and Adrian Lewis are also in action. After today it and #X27 the well-earned Christmas break, with the surviving players coming back from December 27 onwards to resume their campaigns for the Sid Waddell Trophy. Afternoon session. Click on the odds for more Sky Bet match markets. H2H 002018 meetings, 00 PDC titles, 502018 titles, 00 Vincent van der Voort was quick to admit he was fortunate to win his first round match against Lourence Ilagen, but there was no luck involved in thrashing Darren Webster 3-0. However, that and #X27 now to say he blew the demolition man away with heavy scoring because he didn't and #X27 The Dutch veteran, who almost quit the sport a couple of years ago due to his injury problems, averaged 88, hit just 2 180s and missed 19 of his 28 darts at doubles as he caught Webster on an off day. Chris Dobby, by contrast, wasn't and #X27 given a game by either Boris Koltsov or Steve Beaton but still managed to average around 93 in both and was very clinical on his doubles, with a cumulative checkout percentage of 45%. Of course those levels could change if he and #X27 put under pressure, but I and #X27 am skeptical of that, and I fancy the 28-year-old from the Northeast to return home for a very happy Christmas. You can get 11/8 on him to win with a 1.5 set deficit on the handicap. Prediction, 14H2H 640 2018 meetings, 00 PDC titles, 570 2018 titles, 01 I and #X27 am still pretty annoyed Brendan Dolan sent my big outside bet for the title crashing out in the second round. In remarkably easy fashion. The slow-throwing Irishman hit a 170 checkout and averaged 93 in an impressive display, whereas Joe Cullen had an absolute mare, missing 16 of his 17 darts at doubles. Mervyn King was statistically brilliant for much of his clash with Jan Decker and averaged over 100 when leading 2-0, but he missed 8 match darts before finally getting over the line to win 3-2. It and #X27 still amazing to me that at 52, he and #X27 appearing in his 23rd successive World Championship, 1997 to 2007 BDO, yet is still producing numbers that suggest he could feasibly make a strong run here. Victory against Dolan sees him take another step in his and #X27 softer and #X27, half of the draw, which was blown even more wide open by the defeats to the seeded 6 of Peter Wright, Mensur Seljovic, Ian White, Gerwin Price, James Wilson and Johnny Clayton. I think it and #X27 a safe enough match double to back King to win with the most 180s, considering Dolan didn't and #X27 hit a single maximum against Cullen. Prediction, 14H2H 440 2018 meetings, 10 PDC titles, 30 2018 titles, 2-0 James Wade hit the headlines with his extraordinary oche behavior against Sigo Asada, and his post-match comments, in the last round, but he and #X27 since issued an apology and we must move on. That said, it and #X27 LL be interesting to see what reception he gets from the crowd and how he deals with it. At the European Championship against Max Hopp, he reveled in trying to silence the Dortmund fans, but obviously that was a very different situation. Keegan Brown will also have more support than usual from the crowd, but that and #X27 nothing to do with Wade and #X27 potential short-term unpopularity. The former world youth champion struggled to hold back the tears after his low-quality win over a poor Gel Klassen, revealing his wife Roz was recovering from a lumbar puncture. Brown and X27's mind was clearly on her well-being rather than the match, in which he averaged just 82, and he was the first to admit that. In these situations it and X27's impossible to predict what frame of mind either man will be, but I would expect a lot of determination up there. I and X27 take the 3-1 on there being over 22.5 legs, a high checkout of more than 135.5 and over 10.5 total 180s. Prediction: 4-2 evening session middle.tv coverage, Sky Sports, 1900 GMT, middle. Third round, best of 7 sets H2H, 0-0-2018 meetings, 0-0 PDC titles, 24-0-2018 titles, 0-0 the man who potentially ended Raymond van Barneveld and X27's hopes of returning here for one last time in 2018 is back on the oche tonight. Darius Libauskas defeated the Dutch legend 3-2 in what was a really tense and low-quality affair, meaning Barney will suffer an alarming slump down the world rankings. The first ever Lithuanian to play in a PDC World Darts Championship didn't X27 exactly play well, averaging 87 and taking 42 attempts to hit the 13 doubles he needed to eventually get over the line. To be fair, 11 of those misses came in one leg, which kind of distorts the stat, but overall I didn't X27 see much in his play that suggests he and X27 beat Adrian Lewis, who is starting to get his game back to where he wants it. Jackpot averaged 97 in a 3-0 win over Rising Stars at Everts, who gave him a really good game, and also converted 53% of his doubles, and a similar performance to that will be enough. Prediction: 4-2 H2H, 130 2018 meetings, 0-1 PDC titles, 120 2018 titles, 1-0 Nathan Aspinall became an overnight fan favorite at the Alexandra Palace when he came from 2 sets down to defeat Gerwyn Price on an unforgettable Friday night. The Stockport thrower pumped himself up specifically for the challenge of the muscle-bound pantomime villain, and although the strategy came so close to failing miserably, with Price having a match dart win leading 2-0, the crowd spurred him on to a quite incredible win. 2-0 and you ... it up, the crowd yell at Gerwyn Price. pic.twitter.com/CJBGDISEX Afterwards he revealed his tactics to give it back to Price aren't and X27 really in his nature, and that we in X27 see a calmer side of him when he takes to the oche for a and X27 proper game of darts and X27, against the more respectful Kyle Anderson. Nathan Aspinall explains why so many players have come from 2-0 down to win 3-2 at this crazy tournament of upsets. And after giving Gerwyn Price a taste of his own medicine, he's now looking forward to a proper game of darts with Kyle Anderson. At Nathan Aspie at KyleDarts pic.twitter.com/inviged4WGWL. Although the Aussie and X27 performance against the impressive Noel Malikdem was statistically more impressive than Aspinall and X27 over Price, both matches were played in such different circumstances, so it and X27 almost futile to compare them. Nevertheless, Anderson is rated a marginal favorite, but both men will be secretly licking their lips at the sight of this bottom section of the draw, which has a semi-final run written all over it for everyone left involved. This of course brings new pressures, and there and X27 probably that natural fear of blowing what and X27 clearly a life-changing opportunity. Who can handle it best? I giving the edge to the cool-headed Anderson, and if you throw in 6 or more 180s and a checkout of over 106.5, then it and X27 3-1. Prediction: 2-4 H2H. 220 2018 meetings, 1-2 PDC titles, 7-0-2018 titles, 1-0 I and X27 almost drinking in Last Chance Saloon as far as my pre-tournament tips are concerned, with potential success now all boiling down to Rob Cross and Michael Smith. who are on a collision course to potentially meet in the quarterfinals. But first the defending champion has to get past Christo Reyes and then either Dimitri Van den Berg or Luke Humphries, so it and #X27 LL be far from easy. Voltage 1 and #X27 T relish playing a man who's beaten him twice this season, including the 6-1 thumping at the recent Players' Championship finals, but he managed to overcome Jeffrey Deswan and #X27's average of 106 in his last match almost a century ago, triumphing 3-1 thanks to a stunning display of scoring and finishing. I wonder if the ludicrous 9 days rest means that particular and #X27 form and #X27, a 103 average and a 56% checkout percentage, goes out of the window now, or whether it means he and #X27 been able to practice filled with renewed confidence after a largely difficult season. Reyes was led of the hook by Roby John Rodriguez in the last round and only averaged 89 in his comeback 3-2 triumph, and I don and #X27 T think he and #X27 LL be able to live with cross over the longer format. And I certainly hope he can and #X27 T. I and #X27 LL back cross to win the match, score over 6.5 180s and have a checkout of over 124.5 at 3-1. Prediction: 4-1. Click here for Sky Bet and #X27's latest darts odds and offers. Thursday, December 27 afternoon session, 1230 GMT. Third round, best of 7 sets TV coverage, Sky Sports Darts evening session, 1900. Third round, best of 7 sets. Fourth round, best of 7 sets TV coverage, Sky Sports Darts full World Championship draw and schedule.